welcome to my brand new channel. So today I was inspired by this beautiful weather outside to do my favorite Caribbean dish, jerk chicken. So without further ado, let's jump in. Alright guys, so jerk chicken has a lot of flavor and we're gonna need all of these ingredients to make it happen. So we'll just go through them all, starting over here with some ground allspice, some whole cloves, cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, pepper, white wine vinegar, vegetable oil, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Over here we have 2 large onions, 2 lime, some scallions down here, 4 cloves of garlic in the middle here, some ginger, fresh thyme, Scotch bonnet pepper. We're gonna have to talk about the Scotch bonnet pepper because I think some of you are not completely ready to take on the evil that could potentially come from this thing. So we're gonna go through that in a different segment. And then down here we have some brown sugar. Now mind you, that's not gonna make your marinade sweet. It's just gonna balance out everything that we've put in already, because we see we have already these very bold flavors going on. So you're gonna of course need your chicken. So today I'll be using the chicken drumsticks or chicken legs. You can use absolutely any part you want. You can use a chicken thigh, you can use chicken wings, you can even use this marinade on fish, pork, whatever it is you want. But today I'll be cooking with the chicken drumstick. So the first thing you have to do is roughly chop up your onions, thyme, scallions, garlic, and ginger. It doesn't have to be pretty at all because we're gonna throw it right into the blender. If you don't have a blender, that's completely fine. You can just finely chop up all of these ingredients. It works just as fine. That's how I've been doing it before I got the blender. So I'll just drop all of these ingredients into here and then put all the other spices in there as well. Alright, before we throw this in, I just need you to know what the makeup of this pepper is, okay? These are extremely hot. The heat mainly comes from the seeds and the white veins here on the side. And so if you want a little bit less intensity heat-wise, you can cut that part out and just put in the red bits of the Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna be using 2 of these with the seeds in. So I'm just gonna chop these up and put them into the blender as well. Marinating our chicken, make sure you clean your chicken with water and lemon juice or water and vinegar just to get the bacteria off it. After that, I'm gonna need you to cut into the chicken twice so that when we marinate it, all of the marinade will go and seep into the chicken and flavor the chicken from the inside out. So our chicken is ready to go. Don't worry about the quantity. I know this is a lot of chicken, but I'm serving a large crowd, so I need all of this. But in the description box, the recipe that I will be giving you is specified for 6 pieces, so you can just work from there. I'm just going to be using all this chicken because there's a lot of people. So we're going to get our hands a little bit dirty, so go wash your hands now and we will start rubbing in the marinade into the chicken. Go ahead and cover this with clinging film. You can also use a Ziploc bag or any sort of Tupperware container to put your chicken inside. So I've just gotten our jerk chicken out of the fridge. It's been marinating for 3 to 4 hours. Again, ideally you should marinate this overnight or even a day, but because I'm cooking it tonight, I needed to take it out now. So we're just gonna start plating the chicken onto the baking tray next to each other. Now you don't want to start crowding the baking pan too much. We're just gonna put I think 4 to 5 pieces in a row. So my chicken's ready to go in. I've preheated my oven at 200 degrees Celsius and we're gonna bake it for 30 to 45 minutes. So when you take them out of the oven after half an hour, this is what you should be left with.
You know what I forgot? You know the way you're supposed to take a picture of the finished plated dish that you just made? Well, it completely fell through my mind. What am I gonna use as a thumbnail? Who forgets this? I'll figure something out. Anyways, I hope you loved the recipe. On that note, I guess I'm signing off.